Alright y'all, what's good, what's poppin'? It's your girl Simply Mar and I'm back on another video. Alright y'all, so in today's video I'm gonna be doing a little Popeyes mukbang with me, myself, and I. Got a little drink. So I'm gonna be talking about why I chose George Mason University. Because I don't know if y'all remember, but in my Q&A, I said it was gonna be a little story time. Because it's like, yeah, but we're gonna get into this video. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let's get to it. A strawberry Fanta. Because I didn't want no orange Fanta and I didn't want nothing else to drink. So I was like, strawberry Fanta, why not? And then I just got the chicken tender combo. Because I didn't want no sandwich. And I wanted something good to eat. And I'm like, Popeyes. Yeah, but yeah, so I got a chicken tender combo. This is what it's looking like. And then I don't know about y'all. But I either get the chicken tenders from Popeyes or I get the sandwich. But anyways, what I was ready to say is, I don't know what y'all be getting from Popeyes, but if you don't be using the black and ranch, then what are you doing? What you doing? Fix your life. What are you doing? I'm confused. Yeah, but anyways, we'll get into this video. So, I was that one person who applied to like 20 different schools, because for one, I never really knew where I went. Because I mean, I don't know what other people did, but my family, when I was younger, we didn't go like tour colleges, and we didn't like, it wasn't big on like, oh yeah, let's figure out what school you want to go to when you're young, you know, let's go look at all the schools. That just wasn't my family. We just didn't go out and like look at colleges on weekends like some people do. But me not knowing nothing, I'm gonna apply to all these colleges and see what I get into. And yeah, but so I applied to like Howard, I applied to Fayetteville State University in North Carolina, I applied to Winston-Salem State University, I applied to ODU, VCU, Clemson. I applied to North Carolina State University. I applied to, I don't know, I can't think of what else I applied to. But keep in mind, the only reason I applied to George Mason University was because it was on the it was like one of the free colleges to apply for in the state of Virginia. That's the only reason why I applied to George Mason. Other than that, I won't apply because I was like, I don't want to go here. I mean, I didn't know anything about it, but I just knew I didn't want to go here. So I was like, I mean, like the first time I stepped into like high school, I just knew I wanted to go to an HBCU. Like, I was always like, okay, I'm going to HBCU. And everybody knew I was going to an HBCU, especially me, because I mean, at the time I was playing tennis. I still play every now and again. I don't play as much as I did, but me playing tennis, like, I would like to go to an HBCU because I knew how good I was, and I knew I was going to be able to play number one at any college I went to that was HBCU. So that was like my plan, to like go to HBCU to play tennis. But yeah, so that's why, you know, that's kind of why I gravitated towards HBCUs, because I know I really wanted to play tennis, and I knew if I played for a PWI, I wouldn't have my full potential. Like, they wouldn't, I just feel like I wouldn't get shown out enough, because like looking at like VCU, like if you look, I don't know if y'all probably don't know, but like VCU tennis team has people coming from like Russia and stuff like that. So it's just like, me going to PWI, I'm gonna be low on the low ranking. It's very rare if a black person, unless you literally been playing since you've been a baby, like that you're really, unless you're really that good too. But I just knew I wasn't good enough to be able to be that person, and that's not me doubting myself either. So yeah, but anyways. I was also one of those people who wanted to go far away from school. I didn't want to be near home. I didn't want to be in Virginia. So it was like, growing up, I was just such an independent person. I've been around y'all my whole life. I want to get away. I want to be on my own. I want to see what I can do for myself. I don't want to feel like I'm still depending on y'all. And I just felt like me being in this state, me being in Virginia still, I just feel like I was dependent on them for stuff. And I don't know, I just wanted to find myself and be to myself, and like, I just spit. But just, yeah, just like figure out myself and just not feel like I need to come home. And that was just my whole thing. So yeah, so I didn't want to be in college in Virginia at all. I want to go to HBCU. My number one school that I wanted to go to my number one school I wanted to go to like the beginning of high school was Winston-Salem State University. Why? I don't know, just looking at it online. I never toured it, but looking at it online, it was like, oh, like a school I want to go to. But when I toured it, no, I don't know, it just did not look like it was be for me, because like people just did not look friendly. It just, no, it was no for me. And I knew I did not want to go to VCU because I stood up the street from my house. So it's just like, I knew what schools I was just applying to just because, see if I would get into them. Like Clemson, I cannot see myself at Clemson University at all, but I applied just to see if I can get into it, just to see, I don't know, just to boost up my confidence a little bit, you know, like, I don't know, I knew I won't trying to go there, but I want to boost up my confidence, see if I can actually get in. So yeah, but yeah, so I want to go to HBCU. So I think like the month of February, my parents and I, we just went and toured like schools and that and the third. And so when they found out, when I told them I applied to George Mason University, they were like, okay, let's just go tour. You never know what you're gonna think and all this, that, and the third. So I was like, okay, sure, whatever. So no. Before I even thought about coming here, so the first not the first tour, but so I don't know. After I applied to Howard, I realized I really wanted to go to Howard, and so we wanted to go tour Howard University, and I realized I just really wanted to be at Howard. I don't know, it just felt like home to me, like, and I wanted to be in the city. I don't know, I just wanted to be around a lot of people because I don't know, I just knew the city is where I want to be. I want to be in the middle of DC. I just want to explore. I just feel like being somewhere in like the suburbs or like whatever, I just feel like there's not much exploring to do. Okay, it's a new place, but it's just like, I feel like being in the middle of the city is just something different, and just a different feeling. And that's how I felt when we were to go to Howard. It was just a whole different feeling. It's like I loved it, and that's where I wanted to be. But sadly, I didn't get into Howard, so it was like, okay, you didn't get into here, so it's like now you got to figure out what else you want to do. And like, I'm just like, being at George Mason, I'm like, I don't know, I want to go to Howard. I don't got no HBCUs because I'm still 100% HBCU person. I ain't knocking no HBCU, because if I really wanted to take the time to go through all that transfer stuff, figure out what school I really want to go to, apply to all these schools, I would definitely transfer to an HBCU. But I'm fine where I'm at, so I'm not ready just like, you know, it'd be different if it was like, oh my goodness, I hate it here. Like, no, even during Corona, I'm like, I still like it here. So it's just like, what's the point of me taking the time out of my days to go figure out how to transfer? And that's too much. So, but yeah, but we went and we came into here, and we first toured at George Mason University. The campus was cute. I really like the campus, but I knew I didn't want to be here. Like, George Mason was at the bottom of my list along with VCU. Like, I just did not want to come here because my mom was studying at HBCU and only at HBCU. But once I didn't get into Howard, I realized I had to think about different things. Like, I can't just let me not get into Howard stop me from going to college, because that's honestly how I felt. I'm like, I didn't get into the school I really wanted to go to, but I felt like I really wanted to go to, and I really like. So I'm just gonna give up. I'm just not gonna go to college. But yeah, but I knew I couldn't do that, so I had to make something shake. So yeah, and then something wrong with that machine. But yeah, like, I knew I did not want to go to here at all. It's just not something that was up my alley. I didn't seem I would also like it here. The campus, like I said, the campus was cute, but I just didn't feel like I would fit in here. Like walking around, like I like the feeling of walking around and I saw black people. Like that was my whole thing. Cause being in high school and being in the IB program, I mean, of course I was around black people by being at the school, but actually my day-to-day basis, I wasn't around black people that much, that often. So it was like I didn't want to be in a mixed setting again. So that's my whole thing about going to the HBCU. I just want to be around black people. Like, I mean, all my life I've been around black people, but like I just want to surround my college experience around black people and at a HBCU. And HBCUs be having fun, baby. Like, party. But yeah, but that's why I just want to go to a HBCU. But then I toured Fayetteville State University, and I realized all the other schools. Oh yeah, I applied to East Carolina too. I got into East Carolina, but I don't want to go there. It just won't. That whole setting just was not for me. The whole thing was, so Fayetteville State University. Excuse me if I'm saying it wrong. I never knew how to say it. I think I'm saying it right, but I don't know too much. With Fayetteville State, they were like in the middle. They were like in the middle of like the hood, pretty much. Like literally smack dab middle in the hood of like Fayetteville. Like you driving, and then you look, oh, that's a university. Like that's how it is. And it was like touring there. It just felt so welcoming. Like it felt like that was where I needed to be, where I wanted to be. Cause for one, they don't really, all schools in North Carolina only really accept people inside that state. Whatever, like it doesn't matter. They're gonna accept the people within their state first before they start to go out of state. So it's just like, yeah. Fayetteville State is not a big HBCU either. It's one of like the smaller ones. So it's like everybody there knew everybody. So and that's what I liked about it. It was like when I'm walking around, people was literally like saying people's names. Like it was like that, like close knit. And it was to the point where it was only one other person from Richmond there, and they knew her name. And so it's just like me going there during that time. If I would have went there, I probably would have been like, I think the person was graduating, so I would have been the only person from Richmond there. And that's my whole thing too. It's just like I felt like I'm like, okay, yeah, they're very welcoming, they're very loving there, but it's just like I don't know if I really want to go somewhere where I have to meet a whole new set of people. Like, okay, I want to do that from the beginning, but then like after thinking about it, I'm like, do I really want to go somewhere to meet a whole new set of people I don't know, people I really don't know. That was my logic too. So I don't know, but yeah. But at the end of the day, my decision was between Popeyes blow me, because it blows me how that spicy chicken tenders don't ever taste spicy. Like, where's the spice? They taste mild. Like, where's the spice? And I like hot stuff, so it's like, where's the spice at? Y'all, this semester, I'm so tired of dining hall food. Like, I'm tired of it. I'm over dining hall food. Speaking of dining hall, the food here is one of the reasons why I decided to come here. Because we have an Einstein bagels, we have a Chick-fil-A, we got Blaze Pizza, we got Chipotle, Panera, Steak and Shake, Panda Express, Manhattan Pizza, Subway, right? Starbucks. We have 3 different Starbucks. And then we also got Dunkin'. It was like, the food was one of the reasons why I came here. I'm like, I don't want to go nowhere. I don't like the food. That's kind of dumb. But Yeah, but I was deciding between Fayetteville and George Mason. And so at that point, it was like I can't decide. So I'm just gonna do a pro and cons list. So like I decided to do a pro and cons list. And so I was like pro, and I just came with at George Mason, and it's near Howard and it's near the city. So just like that's definitely a pro because that's where I want to be from jump. Pro Fayetteville, HBCU. Pro, con George Mason, PWI. Con Fayetteville, it's in the middle of nowhere. And when I say in the middle of nowhere, it's like you gotta travel far to get to a store. So I'm just like, what would I do? And just like, me not knowing nobody there, it's just like, I went up and took my car. But I don't know, maybe I say I might have took my car though. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know if freshmen were able to even have cars. I don't remember. But yeah, like, but yeah, that was like my issue. It was just kind of even pro and cons list. So then it was like I had to think about like educational wise for me. So for like me, I had to think about educational wise. So it's like me being in Fayetteville, I don't think there's many opportunities. Okay, it's HBCU opportunities, blah, blah, blah. But it's like the location of Fayetteville, I don't feel like I could have gotten many opportunities. Because one, I was going into nursing at first. But then I switched it to community health. And I feel like now with the major I have now, I feel like I wouldn't have been able to do, I don't know. I feel like I just wouldn't have many opportunities like there. Because of its location wise. And then here, it's near DC, a lot of hospitals around, it's near the city. It's just so many opportunities here. So that's kind of how I like weighed out me coming to George Mason University. So yeah, but my biggest issue that I had to overcome was just the fact that like I just wanted to be at an HBCU so badly. And when I actually thought, and like everybody told me, like everybody older than me told me, go to HBCU, go to HBCU, because they went to PWI, so it was like, go to HBCU, go to HBCU. So it's like, I just felt pressured and pressured and pressured and pressured and pressured and pressured and pressured. And more pressure as to go to HBCU. But then it's just like, is that, I know that's what I want to do, but is that really the best fit for me? Like, because I mean, George Mason is very diverse. George Mason is a very diverse, like, diverse university, but it's just the fact I just don't walk around and see black people. Black people come out when it's warm. So it's just like, and it's been cold. So it's like, I don't just walk around and see black people. But, for anybody having issues or wondering what school to go to, you know, be closed-minded to like the schools you want to go to. Try to be very open-minded. Like even if you had this idea for forever, be open-minded as to what you want to do. Like me, I wanted to go to a HBCU so badly, but look, I'm at a PWI. So it's like, make sure you are not being closed-minded, especially just in general. Like, try to really keep an open mind. Not just about choosing what colleges you go to, about going into college. Like, pay attention to cost. You got that full ride, you better go where that full ride is. Don't be wasting nobody's money. Don't be wasting nobody's money at all. College is not cheap, not at all. I wish it was, but it's not. Keep in mind location, activities, like just keep in mind stuff that you want to do at home. Keep that in mind when choosing your college. Like, that's my number one thing. Things that you would want to do if you were at home, keep that in mind while choosing your college. Like, because keep in mind, your college now is going to be your home. So if you want to do it at home, try to see if your college has it around, has it on campus or something. Like, that's just my best advice. It's not a whole lot of advice, but it's my best advice. But yeah, anyways, George Mason, if you just happen to be going to George Mason next year, any of these years, within 4 years, or even after that, if you just happen to see this video 10 years from now, you can DM me at _Chardonnay on Instagram or Twitter, or just comment on this video. And if you have any questions about George Mason, sure to hit me up. But Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.